Welcome to your daily focus for August the 30th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of your positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Let's turn to the cards and see what kind of energy surrounds us. So we have August the 30th, so the 30 energy is back with us today. And that's celebrate yourself. That's celebrate your accomplishments. That's saying, I've got to here. I've made it to here. I've got this around me. I know these things. And how am I going to use that on my path forward towards my success? It's also, if you add the numerology of the day up, it's a 22 energy again. We'll have a 22 today, and then again on Sunday for the, I believe it's three-quarter moon, or the third quarter moon will be on Sunday. So the 22nd is all about that strong commitment. It's getting off the fence. It's saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be successful in this way. I'm going to be loving in this way. I'm going to be spiritual in this way. I'm going to reap the benefits, the rewards in this way. I'm going forward on this path. I'm going to go on a journey, go on an adventure, step into an opportunity, develop a relationship. And so when we have the 30 energy combined with the 22 energy, any plans that you really make today are sprinkled with magic for true success. But you have to be committed. You have to do the work. You can't look for the shortcut. Let's see what the cards have to say. The Hangman. We're looking for the balance. How to bring the balance in. What is needed in our life? What is no longer needed in our life? I kind of get that, the full moon, when I did Journey of the Love cards, the cloak came out. And it's so relevant for each and every day. We're seeing where we can remove that cloak, that safety net, that wall we built around ourselves. Those things we do in order to keep us in balance, safe, secure. And most definitely, it was probably needed up till this point. But we are getting ready to remove that cape. So the Hangman is here to ask us to find the balance. We're not struggling here. We are contemplating. We are praying. We are meditating. We are making our list. We are being somewhat of the hermit and designing the plan of how to go forward, creating the path that we want to step into. For our conflict, look at this. So we're not going to really want to meditate. We're not really going to want to make the plan. I think this was the same kind of energy as yesterday, was it not? Here's the hermit, but he's in our conflict area. So we're not going to feel like being the hermit. We're going to want to start something new, try something new, take a new adventure, get out, socialize. Remember, the moon is still in Aries today for the majority of the day, and then in the evening it will switch into Taurus. Well, I guess it would depend on where you are in the world, but the moon will go into Taurus. So maybe in the late hours of the evening or the wee hours of the morning, we may feel more like that meditative, reflective state. But we're going to have a hard time. We're going to have to say, I'm going to do it for the next 15 minutes. I'm going to pray. I'm going to contemplate. I'm going to get out my journal and write some things down of where I want to go, what I want to step into, how I propose to do those things in my life. I'm going to take a moment to understand what is no longer needed in my life, what I can leave behind, put an end to, complete in my life. And Aries is a very good energy for those little small projects, so get those out of the way and done. And then look at this, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the 30 energy in numerology. And this is celebrating your successes. Now, We've got 4 wands in the ground. We've put up some garland to make it look really fancy. We envision it being that castle that is way in the background there, but it's not there. We know we can't stop right now. We know we can't rest on our laurels, although today is a day a little bit to celebrate who you are, what you've accomplished, what you have, your knowledge, your abilities, your talents, your material possessions, your relationships, and find joy in them, celebration in them. And I would have to say, getting out there and joining teams, joining groups, co-creating, having fun, laughter, dance it out. Let's get an affirmation card. So it's really a powerful day for us, although it probably won't feel overly powerful. It could. But we're not going to want to reflect. We're not going to want to pray. We're not going to want to get out our journal and write. We're going to want to do things. So I implore you to set aside some time to really look at where you are and where you want to go. Maybe it's getting rid of a behavior, a habit. Maybe it's saying, I'm not going to eat these kinds of foods anymore. I'm not going to gamble anymore. I'm not going to drink, especially to excess anymore. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to love me. I'm a treasure. I have a wealth of information. I have talents, abilities that can lead me far down a beautiful path if I allow it. So a little bit of go with the flow is in order, right? And we have the King of Water. The King of Water shows up. What does the King of Water want to tell us? Generous, diplomatic, fair, gentle, a good listener, non-judgmental peacemaker, mediator. I honor and respect all beings, including myself, and see the commonalities we share and the spirit that is in all of us. I listen to other voices and blend them with my own wisdom before settling on an option, making a decision, or taking any action. I gently and lovingly lead others away from fear and into harmonious collaboration. Now, where can you get together with somebody else today and create something beautiful and magical, even if that beautiful and magical is a friendship, and deepening that friendship. Honor and respect all beings, including myself, including yourself. You shouldn't self-sacrifice to the point where it is not healthy for you. And yes, we all self-sacrifice in our life. That's part of love. That's part of commitment. It's part of relationships. But is it a two-way street? Because if you keep giving, and you don't get back, you diminish your energy. And take care of you. See different ways that you can set some new things in motion in your life, or release some habits, some behaviors that you know aren't the best option for you. Treat yourself like the beautiful being you are. Let's get an animal, shall we? And our animal of today is, the crab with the moonlight. Maybe you've outgrown your shell. And I know moving forward, stepping into unknown is scary. But know that you've grown. Know that you've outgrown that shell. So here we are back to the cloak again. You've outgrown that shell. It's time to expand your horizons and look where you can expand them. And maybe when you look at where to expand your horizon, you see what is holding you back, what is limiting you, what is dissipating your energy or your time or your money. Mystery, darkness, jealousy, anger, emotion, and regeneration. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side, which he never shows to anybody. And that's by Mark Twain. If you've chosen crab, the message is that you have been overcome with anger, emotion, a jealousy. It's now time for you to look at all the issues and release the negative emotions that you are hanging on to and release them. Crabs are very versatile. They can move in the water or on land. And if you chose crab, you are being reminded that you have been too uptight and haven't been going with the flow. Crab tells you that this is a time of regeneration and transformation. It occurs when you set down the negativity and allow yourself to turn away from your dark side and embrace the light that shines on and within your spirit. If you can't see it, the reminder is that the moon remains strong to help guide and transform you. Release all that is troubling you. Use the moon cycles to assist you in your journey. Many people get moody during a full moon while others feel sadness at a new moon. Pay attention to your moods during moon cycles and see where the pattern lays. Now, it talks a lot about regeneration, transformation. It asks us to step away from the dark side, or maybe step away from things that you have been doing that are really unhealthy for you, or doesn't serve you in a healthy manner. Maybe you're sitting on the couch too much and you need to just get out and get some fresh air and walk and ground yourself in nature, or at least a little walk. Maybe you've been spending too much money on things that you really don't need. You know, if you are working for a living, pay attention how much you spend at drive-thrus. And people are amazed that by the end of the month they spent double what their gas bill was or their electricity bill was, and they're complaining about that bill. But they don't complain at all when they buy that coffee. A coffee a day isn't bad for you. A pot of coffee a day isn't so healthy. So where do you allow the darkness into your life? It could be a toxic relationship. It could be a toxic situation or your surroundings. Then how do you move into the light? How do you raise your light? How do you raise your vibration? What's the plan in doing just that? Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.